Okay, this is the left adductor pullback, left adductor, so the top leg, inner thigh. I have a yellow ball here. This is kind of perfect for me. I also have a foam roller. If you have to use a foam roller because you don't have access to a ball like this, it will work. However, it's a little thick and it's not pliable, malleable, so you can't really squeeze into it. Again, it will work, but I'm gonna show you with the ball first. If you have this or something like it, it will work really nicely. To set up for this, we are in 90 degrees of hip flexion, of knee flexion. So I'm just creating 90-degree angles against the wall. I've got my bottom arm up and it's supporting my head like a pillow on my bicep here. It's really important that when you get this set up, you feel relaxed and your head can actually rest heavy on your bicep. Otherwise, you're gonna turn your neck on. It's gonna ruin a lot of the stimulus of this exercise, which is really about relaxing and just turning on specific muscles in the right areas. So this arm reach is really nice rather than a pillow or a block or something else, simply because it creates length on the bottom side, and this is another added benefit to having this setup position, okay? What we're doing is driving a tiny bit of tension down into the ball and then pulling back on this top hip to get those inner thighs, that adductor muscle working in this position. When we are set up, we need to make sure we have full foot contacts. We're tying this in feet to brain, floor to brain, right? The wall is acting as our floor. So we need to have full foot contacts, which would be heel, ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, imagining my hand as a foot. I want to push into the wall with just 5–10% effort. I'm not trying to move my body. I'm just trying to feel the wall underneath my feet. From there, it's internally squeezing from the top leg going down and in, and then pulling that top hip back. Trick here is not to pull the top hip back too far. We just want to find a little bit of offset so that my knees are no longer in line with each other, but my top knee is actually a little bit behind the bottom knee, okay? So there's a slight offset here, rotating the pelvis back on the left. Once I have that, I'm gonna go through my breath cycle, which is a soft, slow inhale through the nose, and then a soft and long exhale out the mouth as if I am fogging a mirror in front of me. What I want to feel is a little bit of oblique tension, side abs on the left side, the top side, as I go through that exhale. If you're not able to feel that, then I suggest taking your top hand and reaching it down towards the wall so that you can get that side body active on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen, feel your ribs pushing against the floor. Exhale all of your air out. Maybe pause for a second. Turn it back into an inhale. The most common mistakes with this are setup position, being too far extended. Ribs are open, butt is sticking out behind me, and trying to arch the back or turn the neck on, okay? We wanna make sure ribs are back and we're in a nice stacked position. So just check yourself and think, are my hips, my shoulders, my head all in one line, reaching up towards my hand? The second thing is some of us won't have enough motion to get into this 90-degree properly. So actually reducing to about 60 degrees will be helpful. You'll know if this is you if you feel your TFL, or this front kind of fleshy pocket muscle right here, working when you're down in 60 degrees. If that feels like it's on and working, 90 degrees. If that feels like it's on and working, move yourself up into about 60 degrees, but not too high up to where you're almost standing. This is gonna ruin the effect entirely. So some degrees of hip flexion, making sure that we're not feeling this top portion, but instead we're feeling some glute, some inner thigh. Another added piece, in case you're not feeling those inner thigh adductor muscles working and it just feels like something is off, that reach as well as a reach of your hip towards the wall, okay? So we wanna make sure that we are, not towards the wall, the bottom hip, your bottom hip towards the wall. So you wanna find those side abs by kind of driving your right side body further into the floor. You want to think about becoming a rainbow up on your left, okay? Down into the ground, rainbowing down into the ground, and getting those obliques on. All right, enjoy.